Okay, so I have found myself a time or two, y'all, a time or two, in a space of being hesitant to ask for what I need. And this is where this particular message comes from, right? So, like I say on the channel, I don't talk about anything that I have not experienced. And before I come and talk about something, I've had significant, or what I feel I've had significant experience in, and I've sat with it and I've asked for guidance and clarity on how to move forward in a situation. And so, mostly this channel is me sharing not only my experiences, but the things that I've learned through my experiences, the wisdom that I've acquired from different experiences and the different types of wisdom that I've acquired, right? So, this video is about advocating for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself, okay? I have found myself, like I said, a time or two, expecting someone else to understand me and to feel me and to know my true intentions and all these really romantic type things, right? And I found that to be detrimental. Detrimental. Um, what I expected and what I was looking for from someone else was exactly what I needed to give myself. I needed to expect and require that from myself. I needed to understand myself on a deeper level. I needed to understand what I needed, right? Not so much what I wanted, that is very important, but more of what I needed so I could get where I wanted to go, right? So, expecting from myself to feel myself, right? Because the thing is that just like we let ourselves down, people let you down too. People will disappoint you. People will fall short, will come up short. You know what I'm saying? Just like we experience that within ourselves, that will happen outside of ourselves. So everything that I've ever expected out of someone else, after sitting with that, you have to expect that out of yourself first and foremost. It's like self-love is the best love. So this is going to be about advocating for yourself. Let's get into it. So I first want to start off by saying that we are in a very feminine time of the year. This is a very internal, dark time of year, right? Dark in the best way, or take it how it resonates for you. But this is a very dark time of year. It's cold outside. Things are dying. We're in that part of the cycle where things are dying off so we can make space for the new things, right? Because spring will be coming in next, and all the beautiful things and where we've planted our seeds and where we've watered and all the things, spring comes in and we're going to start seeing things spring up, sprout up. So with this being a feminine time of year, I start off by saying that because when you understand gender energetics, right? You got your feminine, you got your masculine, and then all too often people forget about androgyny. So you have androgynous. So when you speak about the feminine, I feel like there is this misconstrued, misunderstanding, misinformed idea and belief system, deep-rooted belief system around what feminine energy is. And that she is, she's meek and mild and kind of scared and, doesn't say much and, is constantly looking for direction and things of that nature. Now, definitely the feminine has a chaotic energy about her, and she does need structure. She seeks structure. She seeks stability. And that's what the masculine can provide. Safety and stability. Safety and stability for her to express, right? But one thing about the feminine energy is that I don't feel like it's spoken on enough. She has no problem asking for what she needs. And so I say that to say that in this time, you can use this feminine energy to not only go internal, but to ask the divine for what you need. You can also use this feminine energy to ask those outside of yourself for what you need. I promise you, if you start asking for what you need, you will learn the capacity that people have for you. And if you're willing to accept the clarity, check out the energy of the day reading that I did on February 13th. But if you not check out, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? I just lost it all. So when you're ready to accept the truth of the capacity that a person or an environment has for you, you may come to realize that the truth of the matter is there's not really space for you there, and it's time to let that part go so that you can move on and magnetize what is actually in alignment for you. So I'll say all that to say we're in the feminine energy. The feminine has no problem asking for what she needs, okay? And this is a great time to not only ask outside of yourself what you need, but to ask the divine to give you what you need. Because first and foremost, you have to be your own advocate. You are your biggest advocate for getting what you need. So then there is the voice. Your voice shapes your reality, meaning that you have to believe in the depths of who you are, your essence, that when you speak up for yourself and you say something and you state something that's bothered you, or you ask for something that you need, you have to understand and believe that those words and those actions manifest your reality. There is power in the word. Words are spells, right? Be mindful of the spells that you're putting on yourself, that you're putting on others. Your words carry so much power to craft your reality. If you understand, or if you have ever heard like the power of sound, the power of vibration, the voice, it vibrates. The sound that comes out of your mouth has a vibration to it, right? If we understand the law of vibration, we understand the law of attraction, the law of repulsion. You understand that your voice, your words, they carry a frequency. They change things, they move things, they mold things, and they make things. So understanding the power of your voice, being able to speak up, right? Speak from your heart, speak from the truest part of who you are, and ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. Don't ever be afraid to ask for what you need, okay? I know that in the past I have battled with asking for what I need because either I felt like I was too much. I was asking for too much. I didn't want to trigger this person. I didn't want to make this person upset. But the more I just took a little bit of a step, right? Because that was a fear of mine. The more I just kind of took a small step and continued to, face that fear, the more I became comfortable for asking what I needed, And that brings me to my next point of being able to set boundaries. Hey, so if you're watching this message and you're vibing with it, don't forget to like this video. And if you feel called to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I love emojis. I love hearts, flowers, and roses. So drop some down in the comment section below to let me know that you're here. All right, let's continue to vibe. Boundaries are an act of self-love, okay? And boundaries are not for separation. Boundaries are for creating space so that you can flourish, so you can have the space to attract and manage and house the things and the people that are actually in alignment with you. So setting boundaries is important. And so after you've used your voice, you've asked for what you need, right? Now you set boundaries, because in asking for what you need, being your advocate, being your own advocate, you're going to bump up against some people. You're going to bump up against some environments. You're going to bump up against stuff, right? Everybody is not going to agree with you. Everybody is not going to give you what you need. But what you have to realize in that moment is it's your responsibility to give yourself what you need. And 9 times out of 10, that's going to be you putting up boundaries, okay? Understanding that the divine is available to support you and to hold you. And there's no reason to continuously let something or someone or an environment take up space when you're not getting what you need. That is contradicting your truest essence. That is contradicting you being in your highest vibing timeline. You hear what I'm saying? You have to be able to set up boundaries. You have to be able to know when it's time to release something. You have to know when it's time to step away from something, because that stuff takes up space, whether it is a person or it's a thought. One is tangible, one is intangible, but both are connected. Your thoughts are intangible energy that takes up space. Say you still boot up with the same person, but you ain't getting your needs met. That person is taking up physical, tangible space. We have to be okay with setting boundaries in order to show ourselves that we love ourselves. If you're needing something that you're not getting, you have to give that to yourself, right? You got to continuously pour that into yourself, continuously give yourself that. Love on yourself, love on yourself. And you will build up so much momentum behind your self-love that you will start to manifest the tangible 3D displays of love. I promise you, you will. But you have to be able to set the boundaries, have discipline, and give that to yourself. Moving on to clarity. Clarity is the foundation of advocacy. When you become clear of what you need and desire, when you become clear about what you need and what you desire, you literally become this unstoppable force that will charge up what you envision for your life. Clarity, there is nothing like clarity. And in order to attain clarity, you have to be able to neutralize and balance and find yourself in a space, in a place of peace. But when you get clear on what you want and what you need, specifically on what you need and what you're desiring, you are unstoppable, because you're now convicted. You are a walking conviction of self-love and clarity of what that looks like, because you know how to give it to yourself, right? So get clear and create a solid foundation for advocating for yourself. It'll become much easier moment by moment, the clearer you get on what you need and what you desire. And it'll become so easy to advocate for yourself when you get clear on that. When that can't be shooketh, okay? When that cannot be shaken, shooketh. I like shooketh. So get clear. Find that space of stillness. Do that journaling if you have to, and get your mind to a neutral space. Get your essence in a neutral frequency. so that you can gain the clarity that you need, so that you can supercharge what you envision for yourself, because you deserve to have what you need. Like, you deserve that, and you deserve to advocate for that for yourself. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is a good one here, right? So we live in a very masculine world, right? We are in some feminine energy right now, no doubt. But we live in a masculine ass world, okay? And it is appreciated and it is necessary. So with this is actions transform your reality. It actually creates your reality. We can think and ponder and imagine and visualize all day long, okay? But at some point in time, you got to take some action in order to bring something into the physical realm, okay? And the physical realm is where we exist right now, or the illusion of it. But action is going to transform things into your reality. So what does that mean? That means that once you become clear, right, on what you desire, what you need, once you've set the boundaries, once you've used your voice, now you take action, right? So if someone knows that it's time to leave a certain career or job, you know, I just can't deal with how these people talk to me at work. I just can't get with how they navigate and their policies and the way that they move and how they handle situations. Like, I just can't get with that no more. One, you're shifting already, right? Your reality is already shifting. Two, now it's time to take action, right? You've already done the venting, right? You've already done the complaining. You've already done the visualizing of having a better job and, you know, maybe being in a different position and having more money. Like, you've done all of that. Now it's time to take action. It's time to look for a new job, right? It's time, if it's a relationship and this person is just, you don't feel like you're getting what you need in the connection, it's time to separate yourself from the connection. And I know all of these things are much easier said than done. But see, this is where, what's that saying? Is it where the dirt meet the road? What's the saying, y'all? Drop it down in the comments if you think of it. It's just like the idea of, you know, walk it like you talk it. You just gonna talk about it all the time, or you gonna do something about it. You gonna step up to the plate. You gonna pick up the bat, right? You gonna hit the ball. You gonna at least attempt to hit the ball. Like, you gonna step up to the free throw line and shoot your shot. Like, it's time to take action. It's time to take action. But there are things that have to come before you take the action, because you can't just be out here impulsively taking actions and not think that you're gonna get some random ass shit, right? Your actions need to be intentional. Your risk need to be intentional. And with that, you know, you have to have clarity first, right? So you want to make some things happen in your life. You got to know when to take action and what to take action on. When is it time to disconnect from a connection, right? When is it time to leave a job? When is it time to move locations? When is it time to just say no? When is it time to sleep in and get more rest? When is it time to change your diet? When is it time to start exercising? When is it time to drink more water? When is it time to stop talking and just listen? Right? So this goes into so many parts of life. But action is what is necessary in order to bring this intangibleness, this beautifulness of intangibleness, right, into our physical reality to make something tangible. Take action. So if you vibing with this video, if you're still here, clearly you're vibing, right? You vibing with this message. You are possibly vibing with my energy. And if so, make sure you like this video and then subscribe to the channel if you feel called to. Please feel free to share this information as well. That's pretty much what I got for you. I send you so much peace. I send you so much love and abundance. And remember that you are your advocate. You have to advocate for yourself. You cannot expect anyone else to do that for you if you're not willing to do it for yourself. Peace.